Alright, so first we're going to start today's stream and video off by collecting what we sold yesterday. Got some chaos to go and claim. And so let's see, right now we're at a flat 600 chaos and we're at 5 divines. So we obviously still have some essence left over from yesterday. And we also should... We've got some scarabs, but most of these shouldn't be worth much at all. Would, however, like to get some fossils. Let's go take a look at our mine real quick, see if we've got any azurite that we could sell. Let's take a look. Maybe more worthwhile to level this up. You know, I think what we're gonna do is we may start this off with a little bit of a delve run some delves, get some azurite stacked up, try and get some fossils. Let's see here. What is the best pathway for us to take today? So we could keep trying to push further down. Now there's not a guarantee that I can handle it, but I guess we won't know until we try. So let's give her the good old college try. See what we can't make do with this. Luckily I can push pretty quickly with this build. Just gotta stay in range of this cart. There we go, now we're here. We just gotta hold this point. There's a lot of bad stuff on the ground here. Oh, they're gonna get me there. Looks like. So I can't really handle that right now. Just a bit of a bummer. Oh, we're gonna go check what this currency is. Maybe we'll get something nice. Yeah, we were holding off okay on that last one, but they just I couldn't kill them fast enough. They managed to do enough damage to me to kill me before I could kill them. I'm sure a good portion of it was just my chaos resistance being too low. At least that's what I'm gonna assume. Let's see. So from there. There really isn't very many good places to go. I guess we'll come up here. Surely there's another chest, right? I guess there's just the one. I don't know very many, I don't really know any good strats for running these delves, so I kind of just trying to spend my soul fight as much as I can, so that way I can gather what as I'm running my maps, whenever I pick up soul fight or open strong boxes, I have a chance of getting more of the azurite that I can spend to get more fossils, thus increasing my currency gain. I do kind of want to check what that chest had dropped. If it dropped anything. didn't drop anything. Just a piece of garbage. Highly unfortunate. So from my understanding as far as running delves, I know that there are supposed to be kind of specific builds and in play styles that are centered around doing delves, but I find them to be quite enjoyable, even without having a specific build aimed towards them. So I'm sure that they are much more profitable when you do a specific delve-centered build and farm strat, but hey, if you find enjoyment in it, then, it's always worth doing as long as you have fun with it. This just does not seem to be ending. There we go. Pick all this up. Now let's see. Where do we want to go to next? Don't really want any of that. We really haven't burned through enough sulfite. Maybe we'll try that. I have no idea what that means, but we're gonna give it a try. So we really haven't collected anything of use. Got a unique, not really worth anything. Got a couple chaos, but that's about it. Head and dash out of that. That was not going to be a good time to get caught in. time to start this long wave system. Oh, that one wasn't nearly as bad. Alright, time to see what this is. Okay, it looks like it opens up some kind of chambers. Didn't get to that one. Oh well. I do not know what a harbinger is. purchase some of these. We can get 2 of them. Look at that, we're already up 10 chaos. Small gains, small gains. Now we'll start running some maps, getting some good money going. And this randomly enraging is kind of a bummer. Definitely makes him take a bit longer to kill. Let's see here. This guy's getting blasted pretty quick. Well, that'll be a good one. Probably should have read what debuff I get on that one, though. Definitely did not read that. Let's see if my turrets can deal with him. Slowly. There we go, got some regals. Those aren't amazing, but a little expensive to have to go to buy. Nice to have. At least I think. This guy is not dying by any means. Oh, because he's got life regen. That kind of sucks. This is definitely a slow but steady type of boss. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but sure doesn't take a whole lot of damage. Oh, we got him taken down. That's all that matters. At least he seems to take damage. Keeps running though, which is kind of annoying. Oh, the essence farm is coming, Slayer. It's a coming. Slow and steady. I think we made about 7 divines yesterday, so we are working to get some more today. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to get that chaos resist jewel today. That'll hopefully get the resistances up, and then I gotta try and sort out what's causing me to just not do as much damage as I need to be doing. I'm sure it's somewhere in plain sight, and I'm just not seeing it yet. See, but when I was watching the guy that does this build, and his dex is about the same as mine, and he wasn't having as many issues, it seemed. And he is about at the same point that I'm at. So I'm not sure yet. I'm sure that is part of the reason, though. I'm sure the low dex just is not helping. Let's see, what do we got here for buffs? I don't care about that. I'll take that. No, I don't have 2020 gems, so that's probably where I'm losing a lot of my damage as well. So I'll probably look to get that all situated and straightened away too. I'm sure getting the 20, if I could get 2120s, that'd be even better. Or 2021s, I guess it would be, technically. Yeah, the quality, I'm sure, especially just for my turrets, the quality will massively boost damage. We'll get it situated, I'm sure. See how much those cost to going by. Don't necessarily feel like trying to farm that out in the lab. Ooh. Yeah, that guy did some damages. Let's see. Just gotta keep my range from him. Should be dead here soon. Yep, there we go. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that'll be what I look for next once I've started making consistent currency, is to switch to the strength aspect of this build, or strength version. I think that'll really increase the speed at which I'm killing things. Definitely got to try and keep an eye on these bleeds, make sure I don't die to them. They're not a problem until they are, that's for sure. Alright, so that's the outer perimeter completed. Go ahead and take the bosses out. Try to. Jeez Louise. 120. 30 chaos isn't too bad, especially with the way it's been going. I got 2 scarab drops yesterday that both sold for divine each. That was pretty impressive, pretty nice. I may prioritize getting those gems over getting the new jewel. Let's see, is there anything else up in this? Nope. Anything down below? I'm not sure if faster attack support's in this build or not. Um, I don't believe so. Would that be, if it was gonna be on something, would it be linked to, say, like the Siege Ballista? Let's see. The only place I really have an empty slot is up on my helmet. So it looks like it's running elemental damage with attack support, with inspiration support, added cold damage support, crit damage support, and enhanced support. That's what all's linked to the Siege Ballista, excuse me. First Arrow Frenzy, Summon Ice Golem. I'm kind of wondering why they do added cold damage support instead of a lightning damage support, unless... Well, that does give... Well, that's per int, so I guess that makes sense. You're going to have much higher cold damage with the dex than you will the lightning. That's kind of a bummer. If it was the lightning damage instead of the cold, that would have been huge. Alright, let's see. How many... I've only got 5 of the Gem Cutter's Prisms. For right now, let me just go ahead and put those onto this. How much does it cost to get a few more of those? Ah, you sent it too late. How much are those Gem Cutters? He caught me just before I made my, or just after I made my mistake there. They aren't cheap. I believe that. Oh, I'm looking at owned currency. Let's see. Oh yeah, 1-to-1. Almost 2-to-1. I'm sure it's fine. Let's see. I'll just hop on here real quick. And we will do... Let me take a look at the 23 price then. I'm not finding any 2023s. Yeah, I'm only seeing 2120s. At least for right now. 20 Chaos, that's not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and grab out. Okay, there we go. Not sure that anything else is really going to be all that important as far as having at that 2021 right now. Let's see what the difference feels like on that. Definitely feels like more damage. Guess I won't really know until I have to deal with one of these. Fast energy shield recharge, that should be a good test. Faster, that's for sure. Definitely seems like that gave an increase to damage. Reflects hexes, reflects certain something. Maybe I'll go and look for more 2120 of the Blood Rage. Oh, was not paying attention. I definitely read that effect and just completely forgot about it. That sounds about right for me. That is indeed what I get. Hasted Fire and Ignite resist. Yes, I am using Blood Rage. It's one of the 3 abilities that I press. This guy's got extra life. He's definitely melting faster than they did before, that's for sure. Still a bit slower than what I'd like, but we're getting there. Let's see what this mercenary's got over here.
I still abide by the Trifon code.
5 chaos. We're gonna dump all these and we're gonna run the heck away.
If you mean to die, die.
Turrets for the win. Let's go, 5 chaos. Get wrecked, nerd. grab this since we're right here. Life regen. This is a lot faster than the last life regen. That was exponentially faster. It's definitely an increase of damage, that's for sure. Even just looking at my damage, I believe I was at 19k when I looked at the DPS, which I know isn't super accurate. Now I'm up to 25k. Level 5, 20 awake and cold. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I don't know what that guy's got, but it doesn't feel good. Okay, don't stand on that. That kind of hurt. See, check around top. Don't see anything there. Go down, double check the bottom. Don't see anything there. And come up through the middle and kill these packs and focus on the bosses. They should have a decent amount of extra life, so they may take a bit to kill. Looks like it mostly just took getting through that energy shield. My enhance is level 3. All 2 or 3 of them. I think I have 2 enhances. Both are at level 3, and my enlighten's at level 3 as well. Alright, that one's knocked out. Okay. So I need enhanced support at level 4. Okay, so that's 7 divine. Oh yeah, that's a pretty big increase to the quality. Okay. First, let me get... Okay. So it only needs a quality of 5 on that Awakened Cold? Oh, it's level... Gotcha, level 5. That makes more sense. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got that situated. Now let's see. I needed to get... what was it? Did I ever get my split personality jewel? Let me take a look. I don't think I did. Let me take a look at my path of building. Okay, so the light of meaning needs to go over there. I never got that either. Ooh, 25 divine for that. Forgot how much that was gonna be. Yeah, that's a huge. I forgot that's what I'm missing. So all right, we're gonna skip out on farming everything else, and we're gonna go straight for farming for that timeless jewel. That's gonna be what we're gonna need. Slayer, out of curiosity, is it worth buying the cheaper fossils to sit there and roll to try and get a more expensive ones to resell? Yes, I did save the searches for those. So yes, it is a good idea. I was just curious because like I had like 6 fossils the other day, and I think I spent maybe 150 chaos to get like the life force that I needed to re-roll them a couple times. And then I ended up making, I think, like 350 off of them. So an extra 150 or 100 chaos, whatever it was, off of them. We're going to take that. That's fair. Yeah, it's not worth it if you end up dumping way more than what you are actually going to make off of it. I would like to get a bunch of the hollowed fossils if I can. Those are like 300 chaos a piece. But I'm sure those roll rates are slim to none. Stacks of 10? Okay, that makes sense. Damage does seem to be picking up. Well, you're not worth the time. Well, Slayer, I finally got the message to start going for affiliate on Twitch, which will be cool. I think I've just got to hit 25 followers to get that. That unlocks, I believe, like people being able to sub and whatnot. So kind of a cool step to hit. We're getting pretty close on that. Like, I think 9 away? 9 away, I think. Which is not too shabby. This he's got Molten Shell, Reflex Hexes, Cold Chill and Freeze Resistant. This guy is just gonna be a face tank. It's a pain. True. Just gotta keep grinding. Delve depth 19,000. That guy's just playing mining simulator. He's playing Minecraft. Stacks above 10. With stacks, and you get luck and get a. Only be a 10 stack. Oh. That would suck. That would not feel good at all. Lose half of your stacks on something like that. Yeah, that's good advice. I'd have been a very sad boy if I'd gone and rolled a stack of 20 and lost half of them. This is not nice. It is one of those things that is not too friendly for new players. Oh, I'm sure it's nuts. Oof. And that guy hits very hard. Must be that lightning AoE around him. Poisons, crush on hit. All those aren't tanky stats, which means that you should die. When I was looking, the hollowed fossils are going for 300 chaos apiece yesterday, which is why I was really hoping to get some. No dice on them though. I'm not sure what the. I'm assuming T0 is that like a tier 0 or I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not sure what a lot of things are. Oh boy. Some of these things really just die as slow as possible. There we go. Tier 0, interesting. I just feel like rolling a tier 0 should mean that it's free. Of course you're cold resistant. Why wouldn't you be cold resistant? Oh, crit resistant. Never mind, that's not my problem. Oh, that's my problem though. Yeah, I'll have to take a look after this, but I remember that bottom row being like nuts as far as price compared to the other ones. I rolled the ones that I rolled sold for I think like 55 a piece, so they definitely weren't like the tier 0s, but they might have been like tier 2s or tier 3s. They were definitely worth a decent amount. I would like for you to die now because you hurt. It's just. I definitely won't turn my nose at 50 chaos apiece. Oh my goodness. I just feel like this boss needs to be gone. Thank goodness. That was not an enjoyable fight. Okay, Inferno Bolt when hit. So, that's fun. It's always going to be getting hit. Yeah, I was noticed it. Luckily, it was the red life force to roll those, so it was a bit cheaper. I'm glad it wasn't the yellow life force. If it had been yellow life force, I would not have been doing it as willy-nilly as I was. But hey, just remember, Slayer, scared money don't make money, as Queso says. And I just don't feel like Queso would ever steer me wrong, so. I thought I needed to run tier 16s. I would have much rather be running tier 10s. Let's see. Granted, I mostly just wanted to run on City Square map just because it's quick and easy. Okay, well, I may have to switch over and find a decent tier 6 map that's quick and easy to run. Just go for that, because I mean, tier 16 is not impossible, but it's definitely slower than I would like. I'd love for it to be a bit faster. They just steamroll through this stuff. Oh, I guess that's fair. I forgot the City Square is like a lower tier map. Definitely clearing these bosses faster. Fortunate that I didn't get any, No, I didn't know I could favorite a map. Or, oh, yes, I've got it favorited in my atlas. Yeah, I've got that and Tropical Island because that connects to it. Let's see. Not too bad so far. Got a decent stockpile of the max tier ones. I don't think we've picked up any nice scarab. Maybe we have. Price check some of these real quick. I think I had gotten one of the cornucopia ones or something. I had gotten a cornucopia one and another one that maybe was, it might have been like on here. It was something was pretty decent price. There's two. Each of them were like 1.2 divines, which is very nice. Atlas points, I'm sitting at 121 out of 132, so I'm just missing the 11 points from the Pinnacles and 6 of the Mavens. And that's just because I've been trying to get currency. It's the one that I'm running not really ideal. I remember this is the one that we've gone through with Frosty. I think I should be on that one. Yeah, the tier 3. So I've got the essence down here, essence here, there and there. I've got a couple of the scarabs. I've got the delve stuff and maps for getting some extra maps. I think I had pointed, yeah, we went into the heist stuff so that way I could get Huck on some of this stuff. Took the cryptic gateway, took a shrine, and yeah, another heist. hey, I am more than happy to try other Atlas pages as well. Just finish running the city square maps that I've got pulled out already and qualityed. I have no idea what this is. This is the second time I've ran into this, and I am still just as confused by it. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I have no idea what killed me there. Something blew me up with some chaos damage. Well, that's unfortunate. That hit hard. Didn't get anything out of it.
Turn around. I won't. Time waits for no one.
Those look like they're gonna do chaos damage, so I want no part of them. And I am super speed right now. Alright, I'll check that one out. Give that a try. Okay, that works. Ooh, he almost got me there. But not close enough. I can definitely feel the difference in the damage, though, after getting that 2120 Siege Ballista. There's definitely a difference. Okay. That might have been a decent scarab. Maybe, if I could figure out which one it was. Maybe not. I don't know which one I put in there. I think it might have been that one. Let's see, I've got him at map 10. Mage Blood. I'd love to find a Mage Blood. But I'm not... I have yet to really understand what a Mage Blood does in the build. I haven't really looked at it. I just know it's a good item. That's very true, Slayer. Who doesn't? Price tag looks good on one. I don't want any of that reflect. Well, I guess the reflect doesn't really affect me. You know what? We're gonna try what that does. Oh, you don't need to do that. I appreciate it though. That's a very kind offer. I don't even know what to do with a Mage Blood. I feel like it would be pretty wasted on me. From the sounds of a Mage Blood, it sounds like you equip it and then you win. And even this guy, oh, he leeches life, so he's just leeching life from all my guys. It's a pain. Yeah, the reflect really isn't doing anything to me at all. That is super nice. Not having to worry about reflect is a freaking blessing. Slayer, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually the maps that have reflect on them usually have like higher reward quality and stuff, right? Because they're seen as like supposedly like or supposed to be like a difficult modifier. Very nice. Can't complain about that at all. Ooh, man, people are just dropping off the leaderboard today. Are there very many builds that can really deal with reflect, or is that kind of a more specific thing? Oh, that'll be nice. Oh, okay, that's fair. I was curious because it seems like it's like one of those things where I know that like Frosty tries to avoid it at all costs. I wasn't sure if it was just one of those things that not very many builds could avoid or not. Oh, okay. I don't know if you're still in the chat. I apologize if I slaughter your name here. Larithian? How many people have you gotten free mage bloods for? Is that a common thing that you do? I remember when I picked them up. Time is at 11:23. I think we're gonna probably call that our last map for the night. Get ready to hop off for the night. I guess we'll do a quick cleanup real quick and see what we made for the night. So far we're making some good money off these essences, Slayer. Sometimes it feels like these are just at a good price at like later in the night. Yeah, we'll do them for 19 just for the instant sell. It's taking me more time just because I'm trying to organize things a bit. I don't really need to be. But let's see, 19. Yeah, we'll do 19 again. Makes it a bit easier for the viewing eye. Nope. We'll just instant sell that at 5. H, we'll go 35. Put those up for 12. 7 apiece. Or 13 apiece. Okay, so we're gonna put that up at... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, not selling those for 7 if people are trying to get 13 for them. Let's see what these are going for right now. Not much today. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, this is just the essence too. It's not including any scarabs I grabbed or any other materials I may have grabbed along the way. Nope, didn't mean to click there. One, two. Okay, so we're just not gonna bother with that one right now. I think this is in the same boat. 1 to 1. Here's add, sell that. No, we'll hold on to it. I did not realize I had that many of them. I'm okay with that. That's unfortunate. All my cell slots are going to be taken up. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there we go. So we still got another 60 chaos coming from there. So we started off with 600 chaos in the bank. We've already gone up to 572. Now we're at 1116. So up over 500 chaos just off of the essences so far. I know I'm not going to use these scouting reports. I'll save that stuff. Check that. I'm not going to use that right now. I do know that I'll use this if I get any fossils. Fragments. Didn't get anything in there. I don't think any of those are really going to go for anything. I'll grab a few of these scarabs out and see if they're worth anything. That may have been that one that I grabbed earlier that I was confused about. Not going to touch that. I will grab that out. Yeah, I know I'm going to keep these. I'm not going to use that. Throw that in there. Grab these two. I'm not sure which scarabs of what are worth what. So I'm just going to check a few of these out. Oh, I got this. Okay, well, not worth a ton, but 21 to 1. I don't know what that calculation would be off the top of my head. So we'll put that up for 23. That's easy money. That's fair. Man, these are worthless. Bunch of junk. Let's see, I don't think we got anything in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. Check these few rows of cards real quick, just see if there's any free money in there. Nope, bunch of crap. Nope, didn't throw anything in there. And nothing in here either. Nope. Alright, so let's check this. So I paid $212 for my divines yesterday. So I want divines for chaos. So it's $213 today. People are selling them for $210. So we'll go 5 for 10.50. There we go. Now we're up to 9 div with buying a 1 div item, and we spent a little bit of chaos, but not nearly anything. 25 chaos, I think. So went up quite a bit. Yeah, obviously two of the divines came from what we had residual, because we had the 500 chaos still. But then, so that means that we went down 1 from 5 divines, so 4. Now we're up to 9 minus 1, so we got 4 divs. Not bad. I won't complain. Just off of running a handful of maps and not really doing anything that required much of anything. Yeah, have a good night, bud. I appreciate you watching the stream and helping out. But I'm actually going to take off as well. So thank everybody for watching. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.